Alright, Corey and I are in the shop here. He's making the base for the furnace we're putting in tomorrow. I am. So what we got here is air conditioner and a furnace. We're putting in the coil and the furnace now. It's a variable speed 2-stage with a Honeywell F100. So here's my existing drawing. 28 on top. We got a 6-inch throat on our boot now. We're putting in that air cleaner that's 6.5 wide, so we got to offset the plenum over a 1/2 inch to keep our drop straight up and down. We got the 4-inch base going in there like we normally do. It's 20 by 25 filter. So we'll take the bottom out of that furnace and we'll be sucking return through the side and the bottom. We're going to have a short cased coil. It's 19 inches tall, 35 inch tall furnace. There's our furnace right there. The 121 wide, the 20 at the end is CFM, 2000 CFM, 35 inches tall. And our coil is the END 4x42 L21. It's 19 inches tall, case coil. So all that, taking off our total height of 73 7/8, gives us a 10 3/8 tall plenum. And then we're going to make a new canvas. How's that coming over there? Ready to bend her up? Okay, so you're going to cross break. Yep, that's the outside. We always cross break up into the bottom of our base so we don't get any boinging noises when the fan comes on. This furnace has got a bad board, so we hot wired the blower motor a few days ago. The homeowner did. Putting in a new 20 by 25 by 4 filter, AC. We'll set in the spring, so we're just doing the furnace and the coil now. Low voltage wiring. Just got our 2-wire and our 4 from the stack. 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5. So we got to see. Get going on her. Poor little bird down in the intake here. Aww. But what's worse than that, look at these heat exchangers, just baked and cracked. Don't see them that bad very often. You can see right through to the other side. Wow. Something was wrong. I wonder if that happened during the period when we changed it to LP back when the development came through. She was on LP in 2003 for a while until they got natural back. It's our air cleaner. It's going to be flush on the back because the plenum and the drop are lined up on the back. Otherwise you got to figure out where your hole goes. But this one's lined up. So we traced her flush with the back. Bottom of the air cleaner right there. And we're going to screw our rubber pads on base here before we flip it back up. So we're going to screw our air cleaner on, our air cleaner boot, flip it up, mount the case coil. Actually, that's not going to fit. We're going to have to hack this all apart so we can just put it together and slide it in. This gas pipe. We're going to redo that copper. Homeowner put in his own water heater, so he wanted me to fix that copper he ruined. Okay, got our plenum on. All we got to do is mount the other 3 pads. Got one there. Air cleaner. Boot. Flip it up, throw the coil on it, slide it in. Looks like we might be able to sneak it. Probably not. I'm going to have to cut this PVC. Okay, we got it all put together. All we got to do is slide it in, gas it up, wire it, vent it. Sheet metal done by noon. It's always a good day. Okay, Corey's just wrapping up this. Nope.
You want union first?
That's too long. You can't use that. You're going to put a 6-inch in a union.
Okay, and then another 6-inch?
Put your 90 on this first, and then come down. Or yeah, you could put a 6-inch up, or an 8-inch, or whatever. You want to get up past the furnace so your union's not down alongside the furnace. So, okay, and then we just gotta put a 90 on that copper and get down to there and flare that. Low voltage, combustion analysis, gas pressure, that whole deal. Okay, we got her gassed up. AC is ready for a flush in the spring. Low voltage is done. Corey's firing that. Just make sure you put your nut on there before you flare that. Looking good. Looks like we need a screw up there. Somebody took all them out for some reason. They just never finished nailing them in, it looks like. Yeah, it's been like that 20 years. Lower fireplace. How's that look? You see that flare?
Yeah. Mint.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all we have left now is to check out the furnace. We'll do combustion. We'll do the temperature rise. We'll check gas. And then we'll do our static pressure. Okay, we're checking temp rise and low fire. Got 91 for the supply air temp, and we were at 61 for the return. So we're looking at about a 31 degree rise. There's our combustion. Alright, here's what we got for our static pressure, 0.73. But our temp rise checks out good. We're at a low 33 and a high of 46 with 3.5 inches of water column. Got our combustion.
That got that static pressure reading that Corey was taking. Yeah, that was too high, 7 something. He didn't really talk about it much, but customer did have a few vents closed. We went and opened those, and that dropped to 6, I believe, which is still a little high. So in that situation, all you can do is add some return air to the system, like right off the drop through the wall there. And that might help the situation, probably. That's about all you can do. We can't drop the fan speed anymore in that particular furnace, so the only thing you can do is add ductwork to help drop the static. The one thing I did notice is his low battery light was on. I would have never left that like that, especially if I wasn't getting the readings I wanted. Well, no matter what, you want to have a fresh battery in there because that will throw that thing off.